Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video I will show you what I have recently purchased in terms of makeup. There was a Sephora VIB sale in the US. We have something similar going on in Germany. It's called Glamour Shopping Week. Glamour is a fashion magazine and they make these shopping weeks twice, at least twice, maximum 3 times a year. They are usually in April. I think there is one in July and one in November. During these weeks, you get some percents off on makeup, beauty items, as well as fashion and apparel. I got the items I will present to you for a 20% less, and most of the items I bought from Sephora, but not all of them. I bought some items also from Douglas. It's a Sephora equivalent for the German-speaking area, so you can find this chain in Germany or in Austria. And some years ago, Sephora was not really available in Germany, so we would purchase our makeup and beauty products from Douglas. And I have also tested out some products, so I can give you an initial view on the items, whether you need this or not. But before we jump into the topic, give this video a like. It helps with the algorithm here. There's tons of work behind the scenes. Subscribe to my channel when you want to see more beauty content from me, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. So I personally love watching makeup hauls. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. So let's get started. So first, let's start with the lip products I bought from Fenty Beauty and Clarins. I love the Fenty Beauty lip glosses. I have it in shade Diamond Milk. It's a translucent lip gloss with some shimmer going on. And I like the feeling of this lip gloss. So it's very juicy. It's more on the thicker side when it comes to the consistency. So I was like, hey, you like that shade. Why not try out the other shades from Fenty Beauty? So I purchased the 2 shades Fenty Glow, which has an orange-brown undertone, as well as the shade Fussy, which is more on the pink side. And obviously this is a lip gloss, but I was a bit surprised that it was not as pigmented as some other lip glosses, for example, from MAC or from Jeffree Star. I have reviewed some Jeffree Star lip glosses here. I have actually swatched them and enjoyed filming that video. So if you like, you can watch this video after this. Next, I bought the Lip Comfort Oil from Clarins in the shade 4. And the doe foot applicator of this lip oil is just to die for. It gives you that spa feeling when you just put that lip oil on your lips. It's really very nice and satisfying. I like how that lip oil looks. I think it's a bit less intense than a Fenty Beauty lip gloss. But I would recommend, when you have like a medium skin tone or a darker skin tone, don't go with the lighter shades like shade number 4. Go rather with shade number 8 and 9 or 10. So next time I repurchase a lip oil, I would probably purchase the shade number 10, because this lip oil leaves a tint, like it's a neon pink tint on your lips. And when you are not very light, like with a blonde girl, I think number 4 would be very nice. But if you are slightly on the darker side, then I think you should rather prefer the upper shades, because it looks more elegant. But really, what is striking about this lip oil is its doe foot applicator. So the next 2 items I bought are from NARS, and they were like each around 7 to 8 euros. So I don't know whether these shades will be discontinued. I hope not, because I really fell in love with them. One product I bought is a lip gloss from NARS in the shade Stolen Kisses. It is like a coral lip gloss. It has like a peachy orangey undertone, and I didn't have a lip gloss in this shade, so I really loved it. It looks very fresh on your lips and on your face. When it comes to the staying power, it's not that overwhelming, but lip glosses are usually like that, but this one especially is like it would disappear immediately, I would say. But I really love that shade, so that I don't mind reapplying the lip gloss. And the next item I purchased is an eyeshadow stick. So I'm a sucker for eyeliners and kohl eyes, and I sometimes use eyeshadow sticks It really doesn't smudge and it's like a tattoo on your lids. So I can really recommend that eyeshadow stick. NARS has delivered here some very good quality product. So the next 3 products I purchased are setting powders. One is from NARS. It is called the Light Reflecting Setting Powder in Loose. And yeah, I am using currently the RCMA setting powder, and I was like venturing out whether there are some setting powders that are actually better than the RCMA setting powder. And I have already tried the 3 setting powders I purchased during this Sephora sale. So guys, when you are in your 20s and 30s, and most of my viewers are in this age range, you don't need a high-tech setting powder, an overpriced setting powder, especially for your daily makeup. I think the RCMA setting powder is good enough, but the other 2 setting powders I bought are Hourglass Lighting Powder in the shade Dim Light, and the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for under eyes. So the under eye brightening powder is actually very special because it's so finely milled, the powder, that your under eye area doesn't look too cakey or dry. So in that sense, it's really a nice product. But usually I don't even set my under eye area, you know, I just let the concealer dry and I'm good to go, and it still looks moist. Because when I apply this under eye setting powder with a brush, I have the impression that some of the under eye concealer is taken away by the brush. So I try to keep it minimalistic, but that was really striking to me that the Laura Mercier under eye setting powder was kind of very nice and was not drying for your under eye area. And the ambient lighting powder I still need to try out and experiment around with. So then I have bought some products from Dior, and one is a nail polish. My favorite nail polishes were from Tom Ford and they are unfortunately discontinued, so I need to look out for some new favorites. And when I have tested this shade out in the Sephora store here in Germany, the shade, I cannot pronounce it, Muguet 108. It is like a whitish, nice shade. I really liked it, and especially I like it when a nail polish has like a good coverage. But when I have ordered this online and when it was at home and I tried it actually out, I have seen that you need some coats to build the color up. I think the reason why it was that good coverage was that the one in the store was already very old and got very thick. So this is a new and fresh one. So I don't like it actually when I need to just spend minutes on building up the color of the nail polish. I like nail polishes with an opaque coverage. So therefore this was a kind of a fail, but it's a beautiful shade actually. So let's talk about the foundations I have bought for my channel. I'm testing and trying out different foundations. So I have bought one foundation from Clarins. It is called the Skin Illusion Velvet Foundation. I have it in shade 105 Neutral. It says neutral, guys, but the shades at Clarins are a bit different. You need really a guide, like a sales associate who just explains it to you, or you need to test it out, because this neutral one has some warm undertone, and it was actually a perfect shade for me with my warm undertones. So go to the store and test the foundation out before you buy it, because the shade names at Clarins can be a bit confusing. But what I realized is that it comes in a beautiful luxe packaging with a pump applicator. So I like the presentation of this foundation a lot. So it is a velvety matte foundation. This is the finish of it. So if you like matte foundations that look also a bit natural, this is on the more natural looking side. So it's like your Skin But Better foundation. You should definitely look into the Clarins foundation, and they have like 2 other foundations, one matte one and one Skin Illusion. It's like an illuminating foundation. I want to try these 2 out as well, especially the illuminating one. But this one especially I think goes very well with my sunscreen. So I'm using the Australian Gold Tinted SPF 50 sunscreen, which I have reviewed here, so watch that video if you finally want to find an SPF 50 that is mattifying. And I think that sunscreen goes very well with this foundation. Today I'm wearing it actually, and I really like how my skin looks like. It has this velvety matte finish. So I think that the Clarins foundations, they are kind of underrated. The other foundation I bought is the Guerlain foundation. It is called L'Essentiel. It comes in a beautiful black packaging and a glass bottle. It's really very nice, the design of it. And it's kind of, when it comes to the consistency, it's more on the moussey side. So it's kind of a whipped foundation. I find this a bit awkward actually. I need to still use it a couple of times because I tried to test this foundation out with different setting powders. So I don't know whether it's the setting powder or the foundation, but there was something that was putting me off. So I found this foundation a bit underwhelming, but as I said, I need to just try it out more often and see how it best works for me. But among the two foundations, if you want to venture into foundations, I would rather go with a Clarins foundation than with a Guerlain foundation. So I'm recently also venturing out into cream eyeshadows and eyeshadows in general. So I bought two eyeshadows from Charlotte Tilbury, the Eyes to Mesmerize, and I bought them in the shade, let me see, Champagne and Oyster Pearl. And the Champagne one I tried out, it's really nice. It makes your eyes look bigger because it's such a light color. But when you have again a medium skin tone, using it all over your lid might look a bit too much. The contrast is just too much there. So therefore, let's see, I think Oyster Pearl is a bit darker than Champagne. That might look better on medium skin tones. And another cream eyeshadow I purchased is from Giorgio Armani. Armani is just my favorite brand when it comes to makeup. And honestly, this cream eyeshadow is kind of special. It's like when you take the product out of his can with your fingers, it's like you have a cushion there. It's very different technology wise. It's not creamy, it's something more solid, and it's really very nice, the application. And this shade I bought is more on the darker side. It's like a dark golden brown, chocolate brown, and it is called number 4 Stardust. Obviously, because it's so dark, it's not a wearable shade for me on a daily basis. I would then rather go with the Oyster Pearl from Charlotte Tilbury, but this is something for like an evening look or when you have a special occasion. So to sum it up, I think Charlotte Tilbury has some wearable shades, but when it comes to technology, Armani's packaging and everything, I just liked it more. Just the feeling of taking the product out of its packaging was like out of this world, very innovative. So if there is a shade you like with Giorgio Armani's cream eyeshadow, just give it a try. You won't regret it. So last but not least, I bought an eyeshadow palette from Dior. It's the Dior Backstage Eye Palette in 002 Cool Neutrals. It has like pinks in it, lilacs, purples, plums, mauve shades in it. And I sometimes like the contrast when you have a warm undertone and you put on some cool tones on it. So it's really a nice contrast. And lilac-y colors are also so light that it can brighten your eyes as well. So this is what I liked about this eyeshadow palette. And there is this one eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. I think it's Urban Decay number 3. I have it. And first I thought that these two might be similar to each other, but they are in no way similar to each other. So I have decided to buy this eyeshadow palette, and I bought it for 40 euros. Usually they retail for 50 euros. So I had 2% off during this glamorous shopping week in Germany, and I had the 20% off on everything I have just shown to you guys. And when you directly purchase it from Dior, actually, you could get your your initials on it or personalize the eyeshadow palette. So next time I probably will try something out there. Obviously then you pay 10 euros more, but it sometimes can be worth the 10 euros if you want to make a gift or something. I really find this idea very cool. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know down below in the comments which products you have and what your experiences are with these products, and whether you see it like me and my initial impression. And I want to recommend to you 2 other videos I have filmed for you guys. One is a Giorgio Armani lipstick swatch video, and the other video I can recommend is the eyeliner video where I have swatched 3 Crayolan eyeliners for you. So until we see each other next time, stay healthy and safe. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Bye!